Hey everyone, if you're looking to get that sweet, warm, vintage Fender tone without breaking the bank, you're going to want to see this. The Fender 68 Custom Vibro Champ Reverb is a fantastic little amp that packs a punch, and I think it might be exactly what you're after. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So, what's the big deal with this amp? Well, first off, it's inspired by the classic 1968 Vibro Champ, which is a legendary little amp in its own right. But Fender didn't just stop there, they added some modern touches to make it even more versatile. This thing is perfect for bedroom practice, small gigs, or even just jamming around the house. It's got that iconic Fender clean tone, but with a little extra grit when you push it, and the built-in reverb is just the cherry on top. One of the first things you'll notice is how simple this amp is to use. It's got a volume knob, a treble control, a bass control, and a reverb knob. That's it. No crazy EQ settings or complicated knobs to mess with, just pure, straightforward tone shaping. It's great for beginners because you don't have to worry about overcomplicating things, but it's also perfect for more experienced players who just want to plug in and play without fussing over settings. Now, let's talk tone. The 68 Custom Vibro Champ Reverb is all about that classic Fender warmth. Whether you're playing clean arpeggios, crunchy power chords, or anything in between, this amp delivers. The preamp tubes are designed to give you that rich, dynamic response, and the power tubes add just the right amount of compression to keep things smooth. I've used this amp for everything from jazz to rock to blues, and it always sounds great. It's one of those amps that just makes you want to play more. Another thing I love about this amp is how portable it is. It's only 12 watts, so it's not going to be blasting the neighbors out of their house, but it's got enough volume to handle small gigs or rehearsals. And because it's so light, you can easily take it to a friend's house or even on vacation if you want to keep practicing. Plus, it's got that classic Fender look with the tweed covering, which just adds to the whole vibe. The built-in reverb is another standout feature. It's not over the top or anything, just a subtle, lush reverb that adds depth to your tone without muddying it up. It's perfect for those moments when you want a little extra space in your sound, like when you're playing clean chords or adding some atmosphere to a solo. It's not a studio quality reverb, but for an amp at this price point, it's more than enough to get the job done. One thing to keep in mind is that this is a tube amp, so it's going to need some time to warm up. That's just part of the deal with tube amps, they sound better the longer they're on, but it does mean you'll have to wait a few minutes before you start playing if you want the best tone. Also, while the amp is loud enough for small gigs, it's not going to compete with a full stack if you're playing a big venue. But for most players, that's not an issue, this amp is really designed for practice and small performances. So, who's this amp for? If you're a beginner looking for a simple, great-sounding amp to learn on, this is a fantastic choice. If you're a more experienced player who wants a portable, reliable amp for gigging or recording, this is a great option too. And if you just love that classic Fender tone, you're going to love this amp. In terms of pros and cons, I'd say the biggest pros are the tone and the simplicity. This amp just sounds good, no matter what you're playing, and it's so easy to use that you can focus on your playing instead of messing with settings. The built-in reverb is a nice bonus, and the portability is a huge plus. As for cons, the warm-up time is something to keep in mind, and the volume might not be enough for larger gigs. But honestly, those are pretty minor issues in the grand scheme of things. All in all, the Fender 68 Custom Vibro Champ Reverb is a fantastic little amp that delivers big sound in a small package. Whether you're just starting out or you've been playing for years, this amp is worth checking out. If you think it might be the right fit for you, the link is below, go take a closer look and see for yourself why so many players love this amp. Happy playing!